Topics in Math 3.2, multiplication of matrices. Scalar multiplication. Multiply each element by the scalar. So we're going to think of it as distributive, okay? So it becomes 4 times each of these elements. So the elements stay in the same spot. We're just taking 4 times each of them. So 4 times 11, 4 times 12, 4 times -6, 4 times 5, 4 times -7, and 4 times 13. So your new matrix would be 44 going left to right, 48, -24, we've got 20, -28, and 52. All right, go ahead and pause it. Try the second one. All right, check your answer for number 2, and then we'll head to the next problem. Multiplication of a row matrix times a column matrix. So first of all, we want to think of what are the dimensions of these two matrices. Okay, remember for dimensions, you want to do row by column. So row by column. So we're going to say this first one is a 1 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then the column matrix, row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a 5 by 1. There's only one column. Okay, so when we multiply, the inner dimension has to be the same. So if I want to multiply these, we can see that the inner dimension was 5 and 5. We will be able to multiply them. If it is not the same, it's not going to be possible to multiply them. So let's practice multiplying them. So when we multiply, we're actually going to get a sum of several products. Okay? So we'll want to multiply the first element in the first row times the first element in the column. And we're going to take that number, so 4 times 30, and add to the second element in the first row times the second element in the first column. And then we're going to take that number and add to the third element in the first row times the third element in the first column, and so on. Okay? All right, so let's practice one of these. So first off, we just want to make sure it is possible to multiply these matrices. So what we're going to want to do is figure out the dimensions. So we've got a 1 by 3, and then we've got a 3 by 1. So since these inner dimensions are the same, we can multiply. So now to multiply, what we want to do is take that first item in the first row. So we're going to go 3 times the first item in the first column, 10. We're going to add to that the second item in the first row, 4 times the second item in the first column, 25. And we're going to add to that the third item. Okay? So go ahead and calculate that. So we're going to get 3 times 10 plus 4 times 25 plus 7 times 11. Can add all those up and we would get 207. So if I multiply these two matrices, we get 207. All right, let's take a look at the second one. So this one, again, check out your dimensions. So this is a 1 by 1, 2, 3, 4, and we've got a 1, 2, 3 by 1. So since these inner dimensions are not the same, it is not possible to multiply. All right, if we want to multiply a row matrix with more than one column matrix, you want to check those dimensions. So we have a 1 by 3 and then a 3 by 2. So we started with a 1 by 3, and we're multiplying it times a 3 by 2. So since those middle numbers are the same, we are able to multiply. Now, what will be the product dimensions? What will be my answer dimensions? We're going to take that first number and the last number. So our answer should be a 1 by 2. So we should have 2 numbers in our answer. So let's try this. So if I do the first row times the first column, this is how it will look. So I'm going to go 2 times 5 plus 1 times 6 plus 3 times 8. Okay, that was my first row times my first column. Now for the second number over here, we're going to take the first row times the second column. Okay, so now we're doing, grab my highlighter here, we're taking 2 times 1 times 3, or 2, 1, and 3 times 4, 0, and 9. So it's going to look like this. 2 times 4 plus 1 times 0 plus 3 times 9. Okay, so then we can simplify that. So we're going to get for our answer, 2 times 5 is 10 plus 6 plus 24 would be 40. And then over here we've got 8 plus 0, 1 times 0 is 0, plus 27. So 8 plus 27 would be 35. And that would be your answer of the product. All right, let's try another one. Go ahead and try this one on your own. All right, so again, we're gonna take that first row times the first column, and that's how I got these numbers down here. 1 times 1, 2 times 3, 0 times 7, and 4 times 2, which comes out to be 15. Then we're gonna take that first row again, but this time we're gonna multiply it with the second column, okay? And that's how you get these numbers over here. And then you can simplify that to be 22. All right, try one more. So if we try this last one, you should get the final matrix, a 1 by 2, that has the product 19 and 41. All right, for your homework, we will be doing page 134 to 135, numbers 2, 4 through 8, and 12. We do have a quiz on Friday for the students that are in class on Friday. If you are not in class on Friday, your quiz will be on Monday. So you can keep that in mind.